Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at the totally brilliant Portatron by Robotic Bean. I think there's someone from Robotic Bean just popped in as well. Nicholas. Hi, Nicholas. How are you? I hope you are well. Anyway, this thing is just brilliant. I absolutely love it. I can't tell you. I must thank Robotic Bean for sending me the NR4, but I did literally beg them for it over the last couple of days. This is just absolutely awesome. I can't even tell you. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the whole thing. You can do amazing things with this. Now, it looks like a Porta Studio, which I absolutely love anyway. But the fact is it's way beyond a Porta Studio. It's actually a synthesizer. You can play it like a synth. And you can get it to drone, you can get it to do all sorts. Comes with a really huge library of presets and a huge library of samples that you can use. But I'm going to show you how you can also build your own. We have drones in the presets. We have drones, fader instruments. So for example, if I put a fader instrument in, it will load 4 samples into this sample slot. And you will see that the 2, 3 and 4 faders are turned down at the moment. And if I just, let me switch auto off. If I just hold down a Midi note on my keyboard, I guess C4, that'll be the center point for the sample. You'll hear that it plays this first one here. Now, as I fade up another one, I can automate everything in this as well. Absolutely everything as I'm playing it in Reason, so... If I change note, I'm actually playing it chromatically now. So that's one of the kind of fader instruments they put in there for you. Then you have instrument. So let's say, like for instance, let's choose a fading church choir. And this also contains 4 samples up here, so you can load your samples in. Now I'm playing this. Now you hear, it's awesome, right? Watch the little animation. You can change the cassette cover, type here to anything you like, and you can also import your own images for this. Hear that, where the tape starts up? This is controlled, the tape speed start and stop, so... The tape speed start and stop is controlled by the lag control. So if I have the lag control turned all the way up, and it also acts like a glide. So if I glide between notes, or if I take it all the way down, I can play it. The transport controls, right, we have a return to 0. Let me just run this section here. We have a return to 0. We have an auto. Now, if I have auto switched on, what's going to happen as soon as I press the transport play in Reason? It's just going to play it, and it's going to play it at its default pitch. Turn auto off. Then you have, while it's playing, so if we play, we can use fast forward and rewind. You'll hear that better on a different type of patch. Across the top here, we have these locators, and we can set each locator. If we go into our tape editor here at the top, this is the samples that are being used. Now you can have up to 50 minutes of a sample. Okay, so you're really good to go for anything you want to import in here. You can set the length of the samples here, the loop length of the entire project, okay? Or you can set the individual length of any particular sample that you like. So for instance, we could just move this whole thing this way or that way. We can also extend these or shorten them like this, and what will happen is you'll see as soon as you go past the sample loop length, its original length, it will loop, so you can go on and on for ages and ages, like I said, up to 50 minutes. You can reverse all of them, but you wouldn't hear that really on this at the moment because I haven't turned them round. You can change the samples from in here as well as here. So to change an individual sample, and Robotic Bean have supplied absolutely tons and tons of these for you. To change an individual sample, let's solo this. We can pan it. We can reverse it here. It take time to come back in, but we can add a reverb and a delay. Now the delay and the reverb controls are here. So let's turn the level up for the reverb or the delay. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit. We have EQ. You also have a noise for the sound. You have a noise tape, so tape control and motor control. So, and then dropouts. If you take the dropout out, it'll be smoother. Then you have you have wobble and lag on the front panel. However, if you tap on this little screw just here, or you can access it via the menu at the top here. Oh, and it's just been updated as well. So if anyone who already has this, you can now resize your screen. I've got it on 125%. We can tap on this little screw here and it opens up a back panel. It's a trimmer panel, so you can control the flutter amount, the flutter frequency, the drift amount, and over here the wow amount and the wow frequency. And then the other controls, the other pots here, are what are already visible on the front panel here. So noise, dropout, wobble, lag, and tape speed. Tape speed's awesome. I'll show you that in a sec. So let's just go back in here. Flutter amount now. So you can really dial in the lo-fi proper. So as I was saying, you also have a drive on the channel strip, which adds nice tape saturation, which we all need for lo-fi. And then with all these settings in place, you can then choose to change the sample out. Just let me check my chat. Yeah, strike the like, folks, please. That would be very cool. And hello and welcome to everybody who's here. Bless you all for joining me. Right, so let's just tap on this little section here which says stretch quad. I don't know if you can see it. It says stretch quad, but we'll open it up. And here, let's go back up to the top here. This is in the preset vocal other, but if we go to library here, we can go like, well, what's in field recordings, or what's in effects, or guitars. Put a guitar in. Now there's a guitar in here, right? Or maybe there's other guitars as well. So see, we've put this in here now. You can literally put any sample you like in here, any sample you want. Now if we run this, if we go to our and blend in our other, unsolo this. Or maybe a guitar riff. and it behaves like a tape. It speeds up and it slows down. Check this out. This is the tape speed control. So if we go, what's this? Electro Future ARP. So we could change that out to not what's in that one. Try another. Oh, it's weird. There must be something I'm doing here wrong. Anyway, and then you could choose, like, say, Haunted Bells patch. Now, a really great thing about Portatron is that you can trial it for free. It'll work for 20 minutes, then it'll stop, and then you'll have to reload it. But you can make your own patches, but you can't save them. Okay. But you can trial it, and there's a link in the description below if you want to trial it. But I think it's absolutely bloody marvelous. I do. Right, other cool stuff we can do. Let me go and look at a couple of my patches. So I've just done this one, which is called CM Sequence 120, and it's taken from some, let me just load it in. It's taken from, I've used Patreon samples for this, and it's only 2 tracks. I'm only using 2 tracks, right? Now, if I press play, in fact, if I press auto, so switch auto on, and then press play on the transport, right, like this. We're going to have to return this all to 0, and then what will happen is it will play in a 4-bar loop. So there's the 2 samples I put in. You'll hear reverse now. Now these L1, L2 and L3 and then return to 0, RTZ. You can set these locators, right? They're like markers. You can set them like anywhere you like. We'll set L2 there and we'll set L3 at the end. And what will happen, let's play it. What will happen, I can choose the positions here. See, the playhead will then jump to any of these positions, and if I hit return to 0, it will return to the beginning. But if I press play, and then close the tape editor, I can get them here. Well, it's cool because you'll hear the rewind better now as well. It's just too cool. So, if auto's on, it'll run along with the transport. Now, I'm going to show you how to bring in your own samples now. So you can drop any sample you want into this. Like I said, I think it deals with some samples up to 50 minutes long, which is epic. It's super easy to do this. Let me just move Reason out the way. Okay, so now we're just looking at Portatron. Let me go into the tape editor. Now I can drop samples over the top of any sample that's there or into a blank slot. All right. So for instance, if I load in, say, something from, let's see, the Patreon Autumn Pack. Let me open this, see what's going on here. Special effects, soundscapes, Patreon Autumn Pack soundscapes, and these are all in C, so that'll work. Let me just open that up a little bit. I want to just see what the names are. That's all. There we go. Right. Okay. So we have here. Let's see. We've got 16 bars here. So 16 bars. Let's drop 16 bars in, and we know we've got this locked into 4 bars, right? Because that's how I've set it up. Because I know these samples are 4 bars long, so I just set the endpoint there. So if I just drop this soundscape, and now we know it's also C minor, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to drop this soundscape, this first one, into this slot here, and it's loaded it in. Right, that one starts a little bit, takes time to build up. What does this one do? Let's see. That's a bit quicker. You will see. I'll close that, right. Let me just get Reason back in the picture. You will see that we can go a lot further. See, if I drag down or up here, we can expand our view. So I'm just going to go and find the end of this sequence. I don't know if I can do this like this. Let me just do it like this. So I know that this is 16 bars, right? And there it is. There's the end of it, right? So I don't have to drag this in, but I can have it play over its 16 bars if I want to, but I don't really want to do that. I'm going to leave this set where it is, which is for that 4 bar loop there, which is about there. Okay. We can go the entire loop here, the end of the loop here, so where it actually ends or where it actually starts. So you can zoom right in, right, or right out like that, or go back to the loop point. Now what will happen when we play, we'll have this cool drone in there as well, whatever it is. And like I said, you can move it around, you see? So now I'm moving the end point. Or we could go, okay, I'm going to go to there like this. So now we'll have this cool effect. Right, let's play that. So the drone will just be droning. So don't forget, your lag is your stop-start speed. And it also is cool if you're playing this by hand. So let me give you an idea of the cool stuff you can do when you automate this, and then we will build a completely new patch from scratch. Right. All right, so let's do this. Let's just set Reason up to not loop. So I don't want it to loop. I'm gonna have my click on just to start, then I'll probably turn it off. I don't really need quantized play engaged, although it is, but it doesn't make any difference. It's not going to make any difference to what I'm doing, so I'm going to switch it off. Doink. This is very awesome, right? So what we can do, you can watch in Reason. This is the brilliance of Reason as well. You can watch as I add automation. It just adds automation lanes for me. So what I'm going to do is don't need to set anything special up. All I need to do, in fact, I don't even need to click on, because that'll just do your head in. I'm going to just press play. And it's recording now, so I'm just going to press play. Press the key. Check this out. Reverse. Okay, now we can stop that now. So now Reason has brilliantly just organized all our automation. So let us have a quick listen to what Reason has done for us with this. We can stick that there. Okay, we can do this and have a quick listen to see if it's recorded what we automated. It's just absolutely epic. It's so good. It's so good. Right, okay, I'm just going to get rid of, I'm going to get rid of all this MIDI stuff. Hang on a minute. Just select it all. Don't need that. So you can literally just automate whatever you like. Just get rid of these. And, oh, this is, oh, yeah, this is another one of Robotic Bean's. I'm going to do a video on this soon. This is Resonance, but it's a Reason rack extension only for Reason. It's a physical modeling synthesizer. I was actually going to use this to record a sequence, record some stuff and then save it as a WAV file and then just bounce it out and bounce it back into Portatron. But, you know, for the sake of time, I'd rather show you this in another video. This is another one of theirs as well, which is called Hand Clap Studio. This is a really cool way to add claps to your tracks, and really, really good stuff as well. So if we just put in a few of these, and I'll do a few harder claps here. I'll increase the I'm going to do a tutorial on this because it's really cool. I'm going to increase the number of people clapping to 6. I'm just going to press play on here. I'm going to spread them out a bit. They can't keep time, these guys. So that we've got to look forward to. Okay. So that's Hand Clap Studio and Resonance, which are 2 other of Robotic Bean's. Hand Clap Studio is a VST, and you can use it anything. Resonance is a synth, but you can only use it inside of Reason, because it's a Reason Rack extension. Now, right, before we go any further, I want to... Where are we? Where's me Portatron? Where's me Portatron gone? Here it is. I'm going to show you how quick you can make your own completely fresh thing. And like I said, don't forget, let me get onto Portatron's MIDI control. So that's our C minor sequence, and I can just go right. Any adjustments I've made, I like them. I'll just hit save here, and then tap on this, and I'll just get it saved. And it'll say, "Do you want to overwrite it?" And I'll go, "Yeah, I do, thanks." Right, there's another one I want to show you as well. Joe made a load of binaural samples. If you're a patron, you'll already have access to these. So this is one called Dark Garden. This is another cool one. I loaded some stuff. Right? I don't know about you, but can you see how crazy cool this is? How brilliant it is. It's a tape recorder that you can play like a synth. It's a tape. It's a synth. But it can also be a tape. It's awesome for drones and ambiances. It's just off its head. I'll change this up a little bit, shall I? I don't know. But you have different options here as well, like reset on bar, reset on key. So if I have reset on key, it's going to reset the tape head to 0 every time I press a key. If I don't have this on, if you look at the counter here, or more obviously, if you look at the, let me just return this to 0. See, the tape head's tracking along. And it's not resetting. If we have reset to 0 on, where is it here? On key, sorry, and go back to our tape editor, this playhead will literally reset every single time I hit a key. Right. Okay, let's do this. Reset device, go into the little drop down burger menu, hit reset device. This will empty this out. You don't need to do this. You can drop samples anytime you want. Now, if we go out of tape editor, we can now choose to either, right, I can move Reason out of the way again a sec so I can get to my samples. What have I done here? Right. Let's just do this. I'm going to get this back. Right. Okay. And okay. Right. This is a blank patch. We can drop in samples now, or we can load samples from the factory library if we want to. So we could go and say, okay, what's this library? Maybe some effects. I don't know, what's this? Space down. Let's put that in there. So yeah, you've put that effect in there, or we could go in like, oh, okay, I want something else, something like a field recording. What's this? Let's have a look. So obviously this is going over a lot further than that. So that's fine. Then we could go into our environmental samples. This again is, if you're a patron, you'll have these. And maybe go into samples 2. I don't know what's in here. Can't remember. Something to record with Zoom. We could put, maybe go up to another pack. Go up to, say, let's see, some Hill House stuff that I absolutely love from Daniel. I don't know, I'll just try this one. I'll go and stick that in there.
Don't sit up on.
Here's a good point. You can place right. I'm going to extend this, right? So we're going to extend the loop point loads. Look at these sizes. These are quite large, these samples. So I'm going to go and find the end of them. Look, this one's like down here somewhere. So we won't go all the way to the end for that one. But we will go to this, to there. And I will just go to where's the loops. So we can see all the loops. I can put this anywhere I want.
Don't sit up all night.
I could change it out if I wanted to, so...
The 2 loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
Oh, reverse and a vocal sounds good. So, let's do this. So close that and go into, say... I don't know, Doug's one sample pack. We've got more binaural samples there. Let's go in here, see what's occurring in here. So I've got some lo-fi piano, one called Isolation. Lo-fi piano, let's try that. Let's stick that in there. And this will be like a noted one. Let's just get back into our thing. Do this. Right, okay. Now if I want this to restart because I want to hear that piano sound. So, sorry, close the tape editor, hit on key.
So there are 2 loops.
So there are 2 loose heads.
So there are 2 loose heads just floating around. So there are 2 loose heads just floating around.
So there are 2 loose heads just floating around in here somewhere.
So where's my piano? Here. So solo this. I'll take the lag down. Now it's not polyphonic, I will say that though, but you know. Let's put some reverb on that. And let's go and adjust the flutter amount. So, check it out now. We're going to start to blend in the other stuff.
So there are 2 loose heads just floating around in here somewhere? So there are 2 loose heads just floating around in here somewhere? So there are 2 loose heads just...
Now if we move the 2 loose heads, let's move this sample
floating around in here?
Somewhere. Let's maybe just push this back a little bit.
So there are 2 loose heads just floating around in here somewhere? So there are 2 loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
If I play legato, it won't re-trigger. Playing other keys quickly gets a kind of wow and fluttery effect. So if I'm playing a C5 and then just very quickly hit an A4, Awesome stuff. Right, now guys, before I go, right, what I've done is I started working on a couple of tracks where I heavily used Portatron. So I'm going to play those, or I'm going to play a couple of them because they're quite long, but I'm just going to see which ones were the most relevant. So I think let me just open this one called Ghosts. And I've been playing around with these for a couple of days. So this will give you an idea of actually using Portatron in a it's all Zebra. Let me open number two, Ghosts 2. Oh, I'm going to say, whoa, 1, 2, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, it won't be completely dead.
Did you do the secret panel?
Yeah. Thanks, darling. Thanks for reminding me. Right, okay, so here we go. We have Portatron and maybe Portatron as well. So I'm going to play this for you guys. Now I'm going to play this one through, and this gives you an idea of the cool kind of stuff you can do. I think some of it was I think some stuff in here is Zebra, and then there's quite a lot of Portatron. So Portatron, but it gives you an idea of what you can do with Portatron, which is just awesome. It's just awesome stuff. And I was using the demo version when I did these, because I was learning it. Right, here we go. I'm going to close the microphone and let you listen to this, and you can hear it in action. So fast forward a little bit there. This is Zebra. This is all Zebra. And then Portatron comes in here for a big chunk on its own, which is really nice. So this is one of the factory presets. I might have changed a few samples in it. So that's all Portatron. So I want to play you another. Let me just get rid of some of these. No, don't. And this one. Okay, I'm going to open up another one, which is Ghost 3, and play some more examples of Portatron. Right, okay. So what we got here, we got Portatron. I'm not sure what this is from. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Zebra. Sunken Orchestra, I think, is Zebra as well. It could be something else. There's a couple of zebras in a thing, but there's Portatron here, and this I'm sure some of the. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to play this whole thing out for you as well. You say ta-ra to each other anyway, because it's about 10 minutes, I think. So I think it's about 10 minutes. How long is it? Yeah, it's over 10 minutes. So that's perfect for the end of this stream. Thanks so much for joining me this evening, guys. Really, really, absolutely, I so love Portatron. I can't even tell you. I think it's got to be in my top 5 all-time favorite instruments. It's so good what you can do. You can just throw all sorts of stuff and do all sorts of mad tape manipulation, which I absolutely love. And then you can load it play it as an instrument as well. It's marvelous. It's so easy to put your own stuff in there as well. 50 minutes is it? You're never going to drop a sample, and it's going to be too much for it, really. Anyway, and then you could just kind of set this lovely thing up to just do its own thing. Just press play and auto start, and away it goes, you know, doing its thing. Anyway, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with some other cool stuff. And kebab and chips, Jamie, no pancakes. Mind you, not wrong with kebab and chips. Right, okay, brilliant, top job, Cool Beans. I hope you enjoyed this little piece of music, which is part of an upcoming project. But yeah, this is pretty much complete. I just wanted to go for minimal. So here we go, top job, Cool Beans. I'll just hit save on that. And here we go. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Ta-ra.
Mm-hmm.